The Chiefs have had some changes to their wide receiver room over the last few years. The Legion of Zoom for Kansas City was one of the fastest wide receiver groups the league has ever seen. Giving Mahomes a lot of quick receivers is very dangerous. The Chiefs cannot keep getting away with this. The Chiefs have kept this player a secret, and we have yet to see him play one professional game. But what we've seen so far is he can be a perfect fit for their offense. We saw what the Chiefs were able to do with Kadarius Toney, and I have a feeling this player will fit in the same style. Justyn Ross is the receiver we're going to be taking a look at. Justyn Ross is considered a big receiver. He's a 6'4" wide receiver from Clemson. Justyn Ross was a first-round draft prospect but went undrafted due to injuries. He was one of Trevor Lawrence's top targets during Ross's freshman year. His freshman year, he proved why he was a first-round prospect after recording 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns off 46 catches as a freshman. Watching Ross in college, it was clear he could be a first receiver for the right team. Right before the 2020 college season, Ross was diagnosed with congenital fusion in his spine, which would require surgery. He ended up missing the whole season, and it was questioned if he could even play again. During his final year at Clemson, in week 5, Ross would receive a concussion, which was a huge concern since he was still recovering from his surgery. And then later on in the season, he would suffer a stress fracture in his foot, which would end his college career. In only 3 healthy seasons, Ross recorded 158 catches for 2,379 yards and 20 touchdowns. Ross would not be drafted by any team, but was signed as an undrafted free agent by the Chiefs. He was considered an undrafted steal. As I've mentioned on this channel, the Chiefs organization, including Brett Veach, have had a great eye for upcoming prospects. The Chiefs ended his rookie year before it even started by putting him on injury reserve. Andy Reid said his foot wasn't functioning the way Ross wanted to, so back to rehabbing he would go. But how do we even know he'll even be a good fit for the Chiefs? I mean, he hasn't even played a professional game, and he's been battling injuries the last few years. So what kind of risk are the Chiefs really taking on Justyn Ross? Depending on how you view it, this could be a good thing for Ross. The time spent on IR, he is actively getting treated by the Chiefs medical staff. The recent surgery he had that originally placed him on IR was to help fix the foot problem he was having. So potentially, if treated properly and after a year of rehabbing, his foot should be healthy by the time he's able to take the field again. He also had a whole season to dive into the playbooks and watch how the Chiefs offense works. He was able to witness a Super Bowl championship for the team that took a chance on him. If he wasn't motivated to get back on the field after battling injuries then, I'm sure he is now. He was a part of a championship contending college, and now he's a part of a championship contending NFL team. All he wants to do, and all any athlete wants to do, is compete for championships. Justyn is known for overcoming adversity and has done it in Clemson. He may have not been able to get as many physical reps in during the season, but he was able to mentally prepare for a potential breakout sophomore season. Ross already has benefited by being a part of the Chiefs team, and any receiver catching passes for Mahomes in theory should work. Veach puts a lot of trust into the Chiefs medical staff. They gave him the green light after being placed on IR that they would be able to help do what they have to do to help fix his foot problem. I know how good our medical staff is. If they tell me yes, I feel good. If they tell me no, I don't try to become a doctor all of a sudden and say, well, this team said this and that. If our doctors say good, we're good. Justyn Ross's agent was Sammy Watkins' agent, so Veach already had a pretty good relationship with him. His agent helped Ross get picked up by the Chiefs, and Veach liked what he saw when he was playing in college. If Brett Veach feels good about a player, chances are it will work in their system. But just because Brett Veach approves of you as a player, you still have to prove yourself. During Justyn's downtime, he needs to be building trust and rapport with the staff, and especially Mahomes. Mahomes needs to feel comfortable trusting any receiver that steps foot on the field during game time. Justyn also needs to be fully confident in the plays. Andy Reid is a mastermind at outsmarting the defense against them. So if Justyn wants a shot to perform when healthy, the whole staff needs to be able to trust him. When healthy, he has proved himself to be a high-performing athlete. But to Veach and the Chiefs staff, it's much more than being just the best athlete. The thing that is so scary about Ross is he's injury prone, but just like Kadarius Toney. They both are high-performing athletes, quick, agile, able to fit in the offense, but it's just so scary. What if they get hurt again? And now that's a risk that the Chiefs are obviously willing to make. They drafted him knowing that he was already battling injuries, but saw potential in him. If Ross takes proper care of his health, he will have a shot at playing with this team long term. That's why they even gave him a chance. There is a lot of young talent in the Chiefs receiving group, but if Justyn is able to prove himself, then he would be able to make the cut. And that's the thing about the Chiefs. We've seen Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney both get Super Bowl touchdowns and just be a good addition to the team. Justyn Ross has been shadowing this Chiefs offense all offseason. It's just hard to say if he will work out without even seeing him play one professional game. I hope he's able to make a healthy return and able to step foot on the field so we can even take a look at how he performs in the NFL. He was a great athlete in college and was great for Clemson, so honestly, I wish nothing but the best for Justyn Ross. I hope he's able to go out there and make an impact for the Chiefs. It's hard for any athlete to go and battle injuries, especially like this, but he's used to battling adversity. And like I mentioned, if he treats his body properly, he'll be able to come out there and play and perform to the best of his abilities. So like I said, I wish nothing but the best for Justyn Ross and wish the best of luck to him in this upcoming season.